Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are going to take a look at the Kiwi Design battery strap and comparing it against my favorite head strap I've tested so far, the Bobo M1 Plus, and seeing if the price difference is worth it to upgrade to the Bobo M1, or maybe you just want to get a new Kiwi Design head strap because you love them so much, and seeing if it's really worth the $90. So we're going to take a look at the pros and cons of both of these head straps. I would like to talk about the pros really quick. The pros of the Kiwi Design is that it's really comfortable. The added battery weight to the back makes it really back heavy, which is great for relieving pressure off your face. Now this has something called pass-through charging, which means if you have like low battery on both your head strap and your Quest 2, you can plug it into here and your headset, and it will allow the allow the charge to pass through the head strap into your Quest 2. And now why this is great is because once this is done charging, it'll automatically start charging up your head strap as soon as your Quest 2 is fully charged. Now this has a 6,400 milliamp hour battery. I believe, if I'm wrong, I'll have that on the screen. Now this is going to be depending on what you're doing. If you're gaming like a lot, then this will definitely impact the battery life. But if you're just watching movies, laying down, that kind of thing, this will hit around the more 5-hour-ish mark. One of my favorite things about the head strap is that, let's say if you have it on and you go to get your glass of water, you just pop it up like that and it's completely off of your face. And that's one of my favorite things about this head strap. It is $90 and you can get the headphone version, which is I think $120. Now let's talk about the Bobo M1 Plus, which is my preferred head strap. As you can see, it has been through hell and back. There's a lot of wear and tear on it, but there's a good reason for that. It is an excellent head strap. I love the honeycomb design on the back here. I'm not for sure what the price is. I think it's around $100 total with the adapter if you want to get like the conversion kit, which transforms your regular Bobo M1 to the M1 Plus. Now my favorite aspect about this headset is that it has interchangeable batteries. What's really cool is that you can theoretically get an endless amount of hours playing with these, and it takes about 2 to 3 hours or 4 hours to fully use these batteries to dead. And so when this is dead, you can just pop another one on and again and again and again, and it's super cool. This also does support the pass-through charging. If you plug it in through here and have it plugged into your Quest 2, your VR will be charged, and eventually after your VR is charged, your battery will be charged as well. Now the batteries themselves are super quality batteries. They snap right in by magnets. Now this one is fully charged and it makes a nice beeping sound once you have it connected. And it's not super loud where it's gonna wake up the entire household, but it's definitely not gonna be super quiet to where you can't hear it and don't know if it's charging. It's more of a reassurance thing, I guess. Even if you're at the lowest percentage the Quest can go, you can still play it, it will still charge as you're playing. Now let's get into the cons of both of these head straps, starting with the Kiwi Design first. So one of the things that are kind of known about these kind of batteries is that these kind of tend to drain your Quest 2 if left in for too long. Now my good friend Jay Brad did a test where he left it out for about 2 weeks, and it did completely drain his Quest 2 battery. It does not have the interchangeable batteries, so if your Quest is dead and your VR and your head strap is dead, you're dead in the water. There's no, you have to wait for it to be completely charged. They both have nice USB-C cables that connected to your VR. This one's a bit too long in my opinion. As you can see, if I could stretch it out, I get a lot more slack than I need to, and it just, it doesn't really bounce around all too much. And but like this one right here, this one's a lot more loose. It doesn't have as much stability, so it kind of, you have to have like a little bit of a Velcro or something like that. This does come with a cable holder for your headphones and your battery charger. Now, one thing I want to go over real quick is that the extra weight, while being more comfortable, does cause a bit more swaying whenever you move your head too fast. Now, the Bobo M1 here isn't really the most stable in my opinion. It's not really the most sturdy on my face, so I always have to tighten up a little bit more because of the honeycomb cushion. I like the style of it, but as you can see, there's a lot more sway than usual compared to the Kiwi Design, where it's not really that much. And one thing I did notice though is that the top strap, although padded like the Kiwi Design, it isn't really that hard to take off, which can be a good and bad thing. I will have some weight differences on screen here in a second. One thing you can't really do with the Bobo M1, which I don't really know why they didn't make it to where you can do this. Let's say if you want to get a glass of water, as you can see, it just completely falls down, which isn't great at all. But if I want to get a glass of water, I usually just take off the head strap anyways, like this, and then, or I just use a pass-through that is built into the Quest 2. So I don't really flip it up all that much, but I still would prefer the Bobo M1 because of the interchangeable batteries, and I just find it to be a bit more comfortable. This might be a bit of a bold claim here, but if this had the interchangeable batteries, this would hands down be the better head strap overall for stability and just being a very comfortable VR head strap. If you guys do like the video, you know what to do, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, for sure, check yourself.